The second question is, what was the scariest part of this trip for you?
So the scariest thing for me was the Teton Pass. We were on the way to a campground. It was quite late, already 7 o'clock, and we figure out that we are now on the 14 or
What?
the steep road
Decline?
decline.
14%.
I think it was something like 14%. I mean, if it was 10, it was a really bad 10. 14,
Or was it 9? 9%.
no,
14
it was bad. I mean, it was bad. So what happened is that
12.
I knew that I didn't change the brake pads on the rear wheels, and I had only changed the brake pads on the front. So I was very careful with the brakes. I was driving on the third gear, second gear, I don't think first one, because we were going too fast. But when I started to smell the brakes,
Yeah.
and Wendy could feel with her hand sticking out of the window that the brakes are very, very hot, and we could really smell and see the smoke from the brakes,
Yeah.
and we are going down the hill. I tell you, I was praying like a madman, calling upon the name of Jesus for help, because we really needed help. We could be killed easily. So this was it was the scariest thing.
And on top
happened.
of it, it's always, it seems to be made a lot worse when it's nighttime. So it's already getting dark. And then on top of it, we're stuck on the top of the mountain, right beside a busy road that was constantly the cars going by. Even one truck driver, I think, beeped the horn. But, I mean, staying up there.
I mean, they were
until
thinking
6
that
in
we
the
are
morning.
camping. Crazy people camping
don't
from
know.
Arizona.
I don't know. But for me, I mean, that's definitely one of the scariest. But going across, if you've never heard of, which we hadn't heard of, and if we had done our research, we probably wouldn't have gone across there. But the Scenic Byway 12 in Utah. So you're coming from the
Salt Lake.
Capitol Reef National Park, and we thought we were, taking a good road and a faster road going down to Bryce Canyon. Well, needless to say, it was really scary. It was absolutely gorgeous. I think it's like second in the world for the views, but the roads, I mean, the drops, one time, that one single road, it wasn't really wide enough for two people, but there was nothing either side. And of course, knowing that we had bad brakes and bold tires did not help much. So
We didn't know we
Yeah.
had bull tires.
until we got to the top, right?
No.
Yeah.
So the thing is that when we went on the top, this is another scariest thing. When we were on the top of this bypass, I was usually checking the front, but somehow I went to the rear wheels, and when I saw the bolt tires, I freaked out. I'm thinking like, how on earth I'm going to make it? So we ended up in Escalante, Utah, and I had hard time to sleep because I was asking myself a question. I'm going to drive with the tires like this without any threat, or are we going to stay until we get the new tires? I spent the entire night and I was asking, will you drive any vehicle with tires like this? And my answer was always, no, I will never even enter the vehicle. So why I should drive now with my wife through the mountains with this kind of tires? So yes, we stayed almost 1 week
Stuck waiting
in
for
Escalante.
our tires to arrive. And not only that, when we were up on the mountains, you could start seeing the black clouds looming over. There was
yeah.
a severe thunderstorm watch as we were crossing the mountain, and flash floods. And if you have heard anything about flash floods, I mean, really, that rain drops really fast. So we had that following on behind us and knowing that we can't delay, we can't dilly-dally, we got to get on down. So it was, yeah, these grey hairs, that was
Yeah.
cause of my
grey hair.
Grey hairs.
I mean, here. Again, I would like to say something about the about the Teton Pass. So I came with an idea that probably a police will arrive and talk to us because we parked in such place that you shouldn't park. But nobody came. So I was sitting on our one of our recliners, covered with blanket, honestly waiting for the police to arrive and talk to me. So I'm waiting, and finally I got so tired that I thought that I'm going to fall asleep on the recliner and sleep until something happened. During the time when I was waiting for the police, I was studying YouTube, thank you. I mean, all the YouTubers about brakes, about going down the hill, and what to do when you have a hot brakes. And finally, I decided to go back to bed, where Wendy was sleeping,
trying to sleep.
trying to sleep. But you have to understand one thing: our rig was with such level. There was no level. There was really bad. So I need to put something under my head in order to not roll
off the bed.
off the bed.
Yeah.
And believe me or not, I mean, I don't care if you believe me or not, I'm just telling you the truth. I didn't sleep one single minute. So my entire night, I was torturing myself with the thinking, with the thoughts that I am going to kill us because of the bad brakes and the steep decline. So I came
Descent.
whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So I came up with an idea that I am going to say goodbye to Wendy in the morning. I'm going to tell her I love you, therefore you cannot drive with me. You will walk on your feet behind me, and if I am still alive, we can continue the journey, because I was thinking that actually the brakes will get stuck and I'm just going to go
Crash.
I'm going to fly over, or whatever it's called, fly in, fly over, fly down
off the mountain.
Yeah, off the mountain. So I was.
But you were serious.
I was torturing myself with this. So when I woke up in the morning, I said, Wendy, I have to tell you something. I love you, therefore you cannot drive with me. You're going to take my phone, take the money, take everything with me, the computers, laptops, because we have so much data and videos and this. I said, because probably I'm going to kill myself. And I was dead serious. So Bibu, you have to understand one thing. When we went down, I'm not ashamed of myself. I was emotionally drained. I was crying with joy. That we made it. Honestly, tears were rolling on my cheeks because I knew that we are going to be good, we're going to be saved, and we are good.
It was relief.
So it was, it was crazy day.
Because even as you were preparing, you know, what could happen, looking on the satellite image where there were exits where we could slow down if the brakes started burning again. I mean, you had spent a couple of hours even looking at that before going to bed. So it's like 10, 11, 12 or whatever. So that was quite an experience.
Yeah.